With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
And there's the pickup you want on first down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on first down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
5 yards remain on second down. First carry here for Ken Walker.
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Off play action. Fields rolling to his right. He's airing it out for Williams. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams with career touchdown number 145, tying it with Marcus Allen for 6th on the all-time list. And the Lions are on the board here first in the season opener. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. It didn't take long to see our first penalty of the game, did it?
We always talk about everyone wanting to get into the game in a hurry. The officials did as well.
So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Kenny. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Backed up where they were on this side of the field. That was a gutsy call.
A gutsy call that never should have happened. Not so much them going for it. That's their decision. But where's the defensive front? Where's the leverage? Where's the low man wins? Where's getting into the offensive backfield and spilling the play? How did they permit them to pick up a 1st down in that situation?
Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. And this one a 41-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stop the run and then executed.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A give to the fullback on the dive.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in 3rd and long, and that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on third down, Fields. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Trying the left side with Walker. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And going right back to Walker. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. From the gun, here's Fields. Completes it to Fant on the right side. He'll get it inside the 20. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? And they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game. And we see a lot of big plays, as we just saw there.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Fields going to get this one out on the perimeter. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
It looked like they were trying to get him outside there, but this defense had different plans.
Yeah, they really had an outside-in kind of a pass rush. It's almost like when you're covering a punt. You can't let him get to the outside and get to the sideline. You force him to stay in the middle of the field, and they did exactly that and made the play.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Back to throw. Kenny.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Jonathan Abram picks it.
And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
48 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions.
A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Lions are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Lions will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now a first down throw, Fields.
This is the tight end fan. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Williams, a man in motion right. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
From the gun, it's Walker.
And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Detroit.
Ken Walker.
56 yards.
And the Lions are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Kenny.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
But this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other, because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. 3rd and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. Off the play fake. Kenny. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Walker.
He will push his way down to about the 14. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 2nd and 7.
Fields. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions.
A great effort there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns.
And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the rout is on here in this first half. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Back to throw. Kenny.
They'll set up the screen for Nwangu. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Throwing on first down. Kenny. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. They run for it with Hunt. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
So a chance to breathe easier now. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
To the right side, this is Walker.
And some room to run now. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
143 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign.
Doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the run. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Walker is in for a Lions touchdown. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 69 yards.
And the Chiefs are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Extra point by Butker is on target.
So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
From the 29, Fields. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown.
Jamison Williams.
71 yards.
And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball. And it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
To throw on second down. Kenny on the move to it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack. And it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Catch is made by Hardman. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Kenny. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 68 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
On 1st and 10, Kenny. Completes it to Hardman. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter.
Let's go now. Pack the 60. Pack the 60. 18. Pioneer.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Kenny. And that's going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Lions will take over. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. It's a gain of 4 that time. And it'll be first down Lions. Running right, here's Walker. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. That's into a crowd and intercepted. It's Joshua Williams with a pick, and the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Now they get a fourth quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. On first down, Kenny buying time to his left. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Kenny. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They'll look to run with Nwangu. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on first down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Kenny. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 39 yards there, a big one. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hit 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
On 3rd down, here's Walker.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the Lions punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Butker on for the PAT. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
A give for Walker running right.
And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. It happened in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Well, partner, the season officially underway. It was great to be back with you, obviously, but the first game of the year always a special one, and I know you do too, love having it on a Thursday night.
Yeah, I think it makes it special, right? It makes it so that everyone is just watching, all eyes on it on a special night like that. I think it's going to be a great season, partner. Can't wait for the next several months. We know there are going to be surprises all the way through the season, and before we know it, we'll be talking